Welcome back to the No Limit Crypto channel. So in this video we are going to take a look at Avalanche, what has happened in Avalanche since yesterday's video, and we are going to look at some price predictions to the upside and to the downside. Just a quick one. More weight today is going to be on the downside, on the possible downside, for the reason that I like taking a more careful and conservative approach to the markets. So more focus on the downside than the upside today. If you enjoy these daily Avalanche and other cryptocurrency videos, please consider liking and subscribing. Helps me out massively. So what has happened since yesterday? If I'm not mistaken, in yesterday's video we had just broken the $60 mark on a 4-hour candle, and we also might have even tested the $60 once, and at that point I was feeling really confident. Everything was looking really well for the market overall, but then came a market-wide dump or a market-wide crash right before the weekly close, which is not that common to happen, but this time it happened. And we can look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin had a crash, Algorand had a crash, ETH had a crash. Yeah, so you get the point. The whole market had a crash, and when we are right here, something important, we're not going to talk about Bitcoin necessarily, but Bitcoin has broken under 45k right now, and the supports on Bitcoin doesn't look that well. So if Bitcoin starts dumping, the whole market might start dumping or will probably dump. So just be aware of that. If Bitcoin starts dumping, be careful with these other altcoins. So let's get back to Avalanche. So when we had a dump, we came down. This might look even better on the hourly chart. So yeah, this was the initial dump. Then we came back down here to like 56, went back up, tested the 60, didn't have enough momentum this time to break the 60 again. And after that we had one more big dump. In 3 hours we lost quite a bit, found some support, failed to hold that support again, and now we found some strong support down at the 78.6 fib line. And this fib line is from the last all-time high to the all-time low. And this fib line has been a strong support and or resistance before. You can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times that we failed to do something around it. And once we broke it, we came back down and tested it too. And after that, the real big move started to the upside. So it's been a strong line right here. So right now, looking like we're going to stay above the 53, maybe on the hourly. For confirmations, I look at 4 hours and above. I don't look at the hourly, I just stay in the hourly chart to get a feel for the market. But yeah, so if we get a 4-hour close above 53, that's a good thing. And at the hourly, we would love to see us make a higher high first, and after that make a higher low, possibly. And obviously right now I'm pointing over here. We don't want the price really to go down here, but there might be a scenario where, let's get this path. I'm blind. So there might be a scenario that we do something like this. We make a higher high. We come back down here on these hourly candles, not on the 4-hour, on the hourly candles. And then we go back up, and somewhere around here would be where the 4-hour candle closes. So that is a scenario that might happen. So don't be afraid if you're looking at these shorter time frames. Stay cool, look for confirmations on higher time frames, like the 4-hour and the daily. The 4-hour is the lowest reliable one, in my opinion. But if we want to take a look at other things that don't look that well for us, the moving average ribbon had some crosses, bearish ones. So the green line is, if we're in a bullish situation, the green one is at the top, the yellow comes after, then comes the blue one, and after that the pink one. So right now we have bearish crosses over here. Green broke under the yellow, the green broke under the blue. Worst case scenario would be for us that the yellow goes under the blue. So you get the point. So it doesn't look that nice. Also on the 4-hour chart, we broke a trend line over here. So we went below the RSI trend line. So for us to have upside, we need to come back above it again, above this trend line first. So in combination, quick recap on what you need to look at right now. Look at first the RSI, second the price on the 4-hour, for the 4-hour candle to close above this $53 mark, and then back to the hourly, look for a higher high. If all those things line up, I think that is a good confirmation that we are gonna stay above this $53 mark, and we might start moving back towards 60 again. If some of those things fail, we might need to start looking at support lines down below. So the first support line that we're looking at is this 78.6, which we went through, been a strong support and resistance. Then after that, our last hope, if we want to say it like that, is this trend line. Let's go back to the 4-hour so we get a better view. So we're looking at this trend line over here, and this is a channel, obviously. So that's our kind of last hope, because if we break into this channel, I do think we are going to look at a touch at the bottom of the channel. We have to start expecting that at that point. So if we fail to stay above the channel, start expecting a really low avalanche in the next couple of days before we start making a move to the upside again. But this is obviously just worst case scenarios. I'm not saying that these things will happen. I just want you guys to be aware of what might happen. Just to be conservative and careful. That's the best way to make money out here. I've never found the aggressive approach to be the most profitable one. You make big gains, but you make big losses too, and those take each other out. I much more prefer a conservative approach. So if you want to take a look at the quick look at the price predictions, where we might go this market cycle, we're looking at the 161 at $92. Then we're looking at 143. And if we want to go absolutely nuts, which is possible once the market, the euphoria starts, we're looking at 195. So to even start thinking about these levels, we need to break the high that we created yesterday. That's target number one. If we want to start looking at these levels, I'm just giving you this as a quick recap on where we might going, and that the things are actually not that bad, not as bad as they might look. Thank you very much. All from me. Peace out.